That was the other thing I forgot to mention. I can guarantee that when I bring up my roommate that he lied to me about the port grease, this is trying to distinguish between stupidity and dishonesty. He, when I've confronted him about this before, because I managed to avoid having my kosher ruined by his stupidity and dishonesty, it makes me question if it's deliberate, if he's deliberately trying to destroy my kosher thing because he eats pork and therefore it's like a personal offense that I don't eat pork. Or if it's subconscious, like maybe he's not thinking it consciously, but subconsciously he's like, "Why didn't you eat pork? What's wrong with pork? What's wrong with me? Nothing wrong with me. I've eaten pork 50 fucking years." And so that's making him, the subconscious is bubbling up to the surface and therefore making him unintentionally, but intentionally um, trying to sneak pork into my system, basically. Americans really are that stupid. Anyone who's had any experience with them can acknowledge that as truth. But if I confront him with this and I say, you lied to me, you said very specifically that you cooked your yams in canola oil, but I'm the one who put that pork grease in that container that you had out and was, empty. So I know for a fact that was the pork grease, not canola oil. I don't even think we have canola oil in the house, so it was a lie. It was deliberate. I guarantee he's not going to admit he was wrong, not going to admit he lied, but instead get defensive and attack me for pointing out he lied, not acknowledge that he was, wrong and dishonest. And I get that a lot with social media as well. When people lie on Twitter, TikTok, etc., such as cesspool of stupidity and dishonesty. And later on, it turns out they were lying and full of shit. They never, you know, say, okay, I was wrong. I admitted I lied, and therefore I'm going to change my worldviews and opinions based on the evidence. Never happens. I mean, rarely if it does. But part of me thinks that that might be a weaponized strategy, a tactic, social engineering, to where those who control social media are elevating immorality as moral. Dishonesty is rewarded and honesty is punished. Don't want to hurt my new laptop. This new laptop was $600, well, $570, and it sucks. The casing, like, if I go to lift it up by the corner, it shuts down. The casing is really flexible and fragile and weak. It's supposed to be lighter. It's an advantage. No, it sucks. The electric plug-in cord is right angled. That sucks. There's no disc player, etc. This was more expensive than my Dell from 2018. It was like $300 and has a disc player and just better in many ways, like more stronger, casing and things like that. Anyway, so TikTok, etc., is being used to subvert morality of the masses. The way the Bible puts it is the righteous suffer while the wicked prosper. But to put it more accurately, traits like dishonesty, sexual immorality, and if you're black, of course, thieving, murdering, assaulting, robbing, and raping. Those are all being glorified and rewarded and elevated and portrayed as the morally correct thing to do. And then the opposite of that, it's like yin to yang, right? Upside down world. If you're honest, and you don't rob, and you don't burn, loot, and murder, etc., then you're punished, like Daniel Penny and Derek Chauvin and those three white, guys in Georgia with the Ahmaud Arbery thing and so forth and so on. Evil is being rewarded and goodness is being punished. So that's another thing that makes me not give a shit about all the lies that are spewed towards me, against me, whatever, on social media and the internet. I know better. Just like my roommate, no matter what he says, right, know them by the fruits of their labor, I think is the Christian thing. I see what he does, I pay attention. Not to his words, but his actions. And I remember the last time he used his bathroom, like 5 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever it was. There was that same barbecue sauce in the bathroom open and partially empty, etc. So so that's one of the things that did protect me in that moment of vulnerability when I was, open to falling for this subversion, this dishonesty and deception and stupidity. Because I was on the Chabad website and I was watching the videos, and I think that actually created sort of a source of psychological strength and stability that protected me from essentially the deviance of my roommate in many ways. I'm starting to view this lack of hygiene as deviant from the norm. Anyway,